Hi kids, I'm Fire Chief Emmett Cornford. Welcome back to the Fire Department in Grande. We have a series of videos we're going to do for you today about fire safety, so we hope you enjoy them.
Hi, my name's Senior Firefighter Brent Brotherton. I work here at the Grande Fire Department, and today I'm going to show you kids how to do stop, drop, and roll. Before I do that though, I want to make sure that one thing's clear. When you do the stop, drop, and roll, be sure that you take your hands and cover your face so that you don't get fire around your face. So if you find yourself on fire, you go out and you get down on the ground, cover your face, and roll, 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 roll. So the fire's all gone. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Brian with Grande Fire, A shift. Today I'm going to talk to you about kitchen safety. So some big things when we're cooking or we're helping our parents cook. When we start cooking, just some basic things. We want to make sure our pan handles are facing off to the side, so that way we're not going to knock them off, especially if there's hot oil and grease when we start a fire. Same thing with our kitchen utensils. Our knives, we're not going to hit it, fling it into our little brother and sister, cause some big issues. So when we're cooking, if you ever seen your mom cook or your dad cook, maybe more your dad than your mom, you'll be cooking and you'll be sitting here and you'll be frying something up, and sometimes you get a little bit of grease go over onto your coil burners, or if you got gas at home, onto the gas, and it can cause a fire. So what do? Well, logically, we can turn off our heat source, which is good. We don't want to turn our fan on because most of these are packed full of grease and gonna pull fire in and maybe cause fire, but then we can smother the fire. We can remove the oxygen because like fire and us, we need it to breathe and to survive, so if we take that away, we can kill it. We can also, if we know where our circuit breakers are, we can kill our circuit breakers. If we have fire extinguishers handy, which hopefully everybody's thinking about putting these in their kitchen, we can pull the pin, pull the handle, and spray side to side until our fire's put out. Some pretty basic, easy things to think about when we're in our kitchen cooking that we can mitigate having fires and issues.
Hi kids, it's firefighter paramedic Houston Zander with the City of Grande Fire Department. I want to talk to you today about a couple of small tips you need to know if you do have a fire in your home or residence. So it's important for you and your family to have an escape plan in place, and part of that escape plan is knowing 2 ways out of your home to safely get out. In that escape plan and knowing those 2 ways out should be probably a door or a window that's easy to get out of, or maybe 2 doors that are easy to get out of. If we're going out the door, make sure the door's not hot. We can open it and we can go out that way. When you're going to get out of a window, say we're in a bedroom like we're in here, we want to get next to the window, get beside it, and we may be in a hurry, so it's not always easy to pull the tabs and get out, and you want to get out quickly. So put your hand against the window, against the screen, and hit it out. And now if we're upstairs, we're going to need a ladder to get out, and we'll go over that in a minute. If you're on the ground floor, you can crawl out, or have somebody bigger crawl out and help you out. Now that we've identified 2 easy ways to get out of our house, we've chosen our window that we've broken out, popped the screen out of. If we're upstairs on a 2nd floor, we're going to need a ladder, whether that's affixed to your home or that's one that can be tossed out from the inside. We need a safe way to get down out of that window from the 2nd floor. So talk with your parents about that, about which way you want to go, but we'll demonstrate here. We have a ladder that we can throw out of the window. And now we can use this to safely climb down and get out of our house. Now that we've safely made it out of our house, we need somewhere to go that's a meeting place that we can group together as a family or whoever you're with that's safely away from the structure and out of the way of incoming fire apparatus that are going to help put out the fire. That may be your yard, a big field, open field that may be next to your house. Could be a fire hydrant, as long as you're not in the way of incoming fire and EMS personnel. Could be a neighbor's house, but we want you kids to make sure you talk with your families, talk with your parents about where your safe meeting place is going to be after you get out of the house. For us right now, we've identified a light pole that's a safe distance away from the home that we just exited. Now we want to call 911. That's the number for the fire personnel in an emergency situation. So remember, 911. And I want you to practice that on a fake phone, or maybe with your parents on their phone. Don't actually call it, but just practice it so you know how to hit the buttons and who to call. It's also important to know your family's address, maybe a callback phone number, your cell phone number or your home number, and your name and your parents' name and information to give the dispatch people when you call the 911 number. They're going to ask you all those things, so it's important to know those before you call. And then we also want to stress that you don't go back inside the structure once you've exited. So it's very important that once you've made it to your meeting place and you've called 911 and you're with your family or your friends, to not re-enter the burning building no matter what.
Everybody, my name is Nick. I'm a firefighter paramedic with the Grande Fire Department. We're going to talk to you a little bit about what to do once you know there's a fire in your house. This is my partner, Houston Zander here. Once you figure out that there's a fire in a house, you want to stay nice and low because you've got all the superheated gases and bad air up top. So you're going to want to stay nice and low down below the smoke. Once Houston's down nice and low, he's going to get to his first exit point or his egress point, as we talked about earlier. So once Houston comes over here, he gets to his main egress, which is going to be the door, and he's going to feel the door. He's going to see if the door is hot. If that door is hot, he's not going to open it. If the door is nice and cool, he's going to go ahead and open the door and check to see if there's any flames or smoke on the other side. If it's nice and clear, Houston's going to go down that way and go out. Alright everyone, so I'm taking the main egress point. It's nice and cool in the stairwell. I'm going to stay nice and low. And as you see, as I leave, I'm going to shut the door behind me. Always shut the door, stay nice and low, and you're going to go out. If there's fire or it's hot, he's going to shut that door. And he's going to go to a secondary egress point, which is going to be a window. So out this window, we've got our deployable ladder. So Houston's going to come over to this ladder, and he's going to open the window and deploy it. Once it's deployed, Houston's going to go out this window, and he'll be nice and safe outside. And he's going to go to his meeting place, as we talked about earlier. So as you see, Houston's going to go down his ladder here. And once he's down there, he's going to go to his meeting place.
Thanks for stopping by. See you next time and stay safe.